Okay, friends, starting off laying down, get comfortable, spread your back out, spread your limbs out, close your eyes down. Breathe deeply into the front and the back and the sides of your torso. Through your nose as much as you can. And we'll just take a few moments just lying here and firing up your breath. So finding your biggest inhales and your biggest exhales that take up as much space as you can get. Think of inviting in the maximum fresh air, clean air, and then exhaling the maximum, cleaning out your lungs. Notice all parts of your torso expanding outward with your inhale. And everything squeezing inward on the exhale. So you're using your strong belly muscles. You're using the muscles between your ribs to squeeze inward on the exhale. And we're really starting to move the organs around. We're moving around all the muscles of the torso. And you're actually giving your back a great massage from the inside as you breathe. Hopefully you feel your body relaxing, okay, your jaw, your face, your hands and feet. Allow the breath to be really loud in your ears and continue to focus your awareness on your breath and your body in this moment. You might notice thoughts drifting past and future. That's okay. Allow the thoughts to do their thing, but you bring your awareness back to this moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's start to move around a little bit. So keep your big breath. Okay. And then bend your knees and bring your feet up close by your hips. All right, so that your knees point up. And then walk your feet as far away from each other as you like. If you keep them closer, this will be a more gentle range of motion. If you take the feet further, it'll be a more deep range of motion. And then you'll just start to drop your knees side and then to the other side. Drop the knees side to side. And this is very gentle, very passive at first. Don't feel like you have to exert much effort. Bring it side to side. So notice your hips are getting a nice little massage, nice activation. The internal and then external rotation that you're doing with your femurs, with your thighs, is massaging that inner and outer hip. It's also giving you a really nice twisting action in not only your pelvis, but your low back. So you might get some pops, okay? And it's a great massage. So from here, let's continue the legs. I call them windshield wipers. So keep your windshield wipers going and add some cactus arms. Think of bending your elbows like a goalpost and pressing your backs of your hands into the floor, pressing your shoulder blades into the floor. And maybe you notice this gives you a little bit more freedom to move more deeply into the windshield wiper action. So experiment with drawing your knees more downward. Hopefully beginning to feel the difference in your hips and low back. And next time you point the knees up, pause there and pick the feet up off the ground. Go ahead and float your knees up over your hips and then fingertips by your ears. If it's okay with your neck, then you can lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. If your neck says nope, then just put your head down. Listen to your neck, okay? You can still keep going. So the head and shoulders are lifted perhaps, and we have the neck extremely long. It's as if you're trying to keep creases out of the back and sides of your neck. So there's a slight tuck in your chin. And we're going to think of moving the right knee here toward the left armpit. So squeeze the right knee toward the left armpit and then bring yourself back through center. And we'll try the other side. Left knee towards the right armpit and bring it back through center. Let's try that a few more times. Exhale as you bring knee to armpit. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. And when you're not using a leg, you can extend it. Okay, you can extend that leg. You're not moving toward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So we're building some warmth in your core and your abs, and you can feel that, I'm sure. Exhale. Inhale. Now you can stop at any time. You can also just put your head on the floor and just do the legs. That's also some great modification there. But let's do 3 more on each side. Two more. Last one. Nice. Next time your knees come in through center, tuck your hands behind them and rock yourself up to a seat. Okay, you can keep your hands grabbed behind your knees and your feet on the floor for now, but I want to start to lengthen the spine here. So lift the top of your head, think of grounding your tailbone, and then almost tucking it a little bit so that your tailbone points at your toes. Okay, notice how that feels. And then I want you to lean back just enough. It's such a tiny amount that you can feel your abs and your core turn on, okay? And you'll feel that. So hold it right there and breathe. Okay, we're headed into a boat pose, Navasana. So if you need a break, you can always put your feet down like they are right now. But if you're feeling pretty good, experiment with pointing one toe, one foot at the front of your space and try the other. Keep breathing, keep that long spine and the belly button pulling in. You can stay here as you breathe, or you can even reach your hands forward toward the front of your space. Notice how it feels in your hips, in your back. We're going to take 3 more breaths here, and you can do it, especially if you need to modify. You're just going to modify by dropping your feet, maybe grabbing your knees. 2 more breaths. Long and slow. 1 more breath, nice and easy. And then let go of your Navasana, out of your boat pose. And then if you just point your knees out to one side, we'll flip it over to hands and knees. So come on through, I'll meet you there. Okay, find your tabletop posture. Tuck your toes here and lift your hips. Lift your knees up and back to a downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your heels out, friends. So this is our first downward facing dog of this practice. So the legs might be a bit tight and that's okay. You can always bend your knees, and you can always replace down dog with a hands and knees position. And most things we do in down dog, you can do from here. But downward facing dog, nice posture to push the floor away from you, and think of opening up the backs of your legs, opening up your armpits to the floor. We'll start to move and get a little bit warmer from here. So we'll do it slowly at first, just building a little vinyasa variation. With your inhale, move your heart forward and find a long plank shape, shoulders over wrists. Remember, you can always drop your knees in a plank, okay? No problem to do that. With your exhale, walk to your hands and fold. You can really bend your knees here. Inhale, push into your heels and roll yourself all the way up. Lift your heart, lift your hands. And with your exhale, think of reaching out to one side. Press your hips away from the side you're reaching for. Inhale up to center, lift that heart. And exhale to the other side. Press your hips away. Bring it back up to center on the inhale. And exhale here, hinging at your hips. You can bend your knees too. Fold yourself all the way down. On your inhale, come halfway up, just halfway. You can think of looking forward with your fingers on the floor or your shins. Okay, with your exhale, fold, hinging, deeply fold. You can hug your legs. Palms are down here. Inhale and step your feet back to your plank. With your exhale, lower yourself to the floor, just coming all the way down. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale here, grip the mat and pull your heart forward. Think of pulling, not pushing, okay? That tailbone points down and the heart lifts up. And it can be a little movement too. Okay, with your exhale here, tuck your toes. You can come up through hands and knees or challenge yourself to come up through a plank to downward facing dog. And we're back where we started. We're going to do that 2 more times, that little flow we just tried, okay? Everything the same, maybe a teensy bit faster. So here we go. Inhale here, find a plank, heart moves forward. Maybe use your knees on the floor. Exhale here, walk to your hands and fold. Roll it up on your inhale. Strong legs, push down as you lift your heart. Exhale and press your hips to one side as you reach to the other, a side bend. Inhale, lift it back up to standing. Exhale to the other side. Inhale and lift it up. Exhale here, hinging at your hips. Fold yourself all the way down. You can bend your knees, okay? On your inhale, come halfway up, look forward. And exhale, fold deeply. Hug your legs. Palms on the ground here. Inhale, step your feet back to a plank. And you can use your knees down first or challenge yourself not to. As you exhale, squeeze your elbows in and come all the way down. Inhale for a cobra, pulling your hands back as you lift your heart up. And exhale to downward facing dog. Walk it out and shake it out. Push that floor away from you with your hands and your feet. And we'll do that one more time, okay? Just building warmth. Hopefully you feel the difference in your body. Inhale for that plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale out to one side, side bend. Inhale back to center, lift that heart. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, hinging at your hips, fold it all the way down. Halfway up as you inhale. Big fold as you exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to your plank. And exhale, hover yourself all the way down. Inhale for your cobra. And exhale for your downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Walk your heels out. Okay, hopefully this downward facing dog feels a little different. And we'll start to get a little bit warmer here. We're going to build a ladder flow. So if you don't know what I mean by that, that's not a problem. You'll see what I mean. We're going to build a flow by adding one posture at a time. Okay, it should be fun. We'll go slowly. So from here, friends, remember you can always modify. You can always take breaks. I'll try to offer you lots of options. Here goes. Inhale and swing your right leg up behind you. Do your best to keep the right hip level with the left. With your exhale, swing that right knee forward and hover it next to your right elbow. See if you could hold while you exhale completely. And then swing it back on your inhale. Leg up in the air, big breath in. This time as you exhale, swing that right foot forward. See if you could step it outside your right hand. Okay. As you're ready, strong legs push down. You'll inhale and sweep your arms up into the air for a crescent lunge. Okay, hang out here for a moment. Just strong legs pushing against the floor. You want to make sure we have a stable base, okay, before we really start to move. So in a standing posture, you're always going to want to resist the floor at least a little. So your legs are actively pushing down. It could be 5% of your strength, and that could be perfectly effective. And your legs are not only pushing down, but they're also pulling in toward each other. So have strong engagement. And from there, we'll start to move. With your inhale, you're up. With your exhale, see if you could drop that back knee almost to the floor. Your hands can come down too. With your inhale, the back knee is up. Maybe you lift up out of this lunge a little bit. With your exhale, sink down into it. Hover that back knee. Let's do it one more time. Big breath in. Big exhale, hover the back knee and hold right there. Now keep your legs strong, pushing down. If you need a break, drop the back knee. So much easier. But if you like the challenge, hang out here. Maybe take your hands behind you. You can even join your hands and move them away from your heart. Big breath. Just getting your legs nice and warm. We'll take one more big breath here in your crescent lunge. And as you're ready to let it go, big exhale, drop your hands under your shoulders inside that right foot. And we'll come up to a three-leg dog. So big breath in, right leg up and out behind you. And exhale, drop the right foot next to the left. Now we'll do exactly the same thing on the left side. Here we go. Inhaling, left leg up and out behind. Try to keep your hips level. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, hover. Inhale, send the left leg back, three-leg dog. Exhale, left foot drops outside your left hand. We're finding a lunge, okay? Strong legs push the floor. With your inhale, come on up, crescent lunge. Okay, now take your time here. Adjust your feet, put them where you need them. Okay, you have time. And then once you're kind of settling into the posture, start to push the legs against the floor and pull them in toward each other. Then we're ready to move. Okay, we're inhaling up in the posture. We're exhaling to drop that back knee, the right knee, almost to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, go down. One more just like that. Big breath in. Big exhale. Hold here. You can drop the right knee if you need a break. You can press back through the right heel and sink low if you like. Maybe join your hands and move them back. Breathe. Finding nice warmth in your legs. One more big breath here in your crescent lunge. All right, as you're ready, let it go. Drop your hands under your shoulders. and come up to a three-leg dog. So inhale, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale, left foot down next to the right. Back in downward facing dog. Now we're going to go back to the right side and add another posture. Here we go. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. So very familiar here. Same thing, exhale, pull the right knee toward the right elbow. Hover. Inhale the right leg up and out behind. Same as before. Exhale, drop the right foot outside your right hand. Same as before, inhale up to your crescent lunge. Now take a moment, strengthen your legs down, pull them in toward each other, okay? And we're gonna drop that left heel to the floor, open the arms out to the left. We're in a warrior two, and I'm gonna spin around to face you, okay? Okay, warrior two, keep your strong legs. Again, push the legs against the floor and pull them in toward each other. We want your shoulder blades down your back, your belly button tucking in towards your spine, and softness in your face. Okay, so from here, we'll start to move a little bit. With your inhale, I want you to extend that right leg, reach your arms up overhead. With your exhale, sink back into your warrior two. Drop into that right knee and be sure that the right knee is pointing at its toes, okay? Let's do it again. Inhale, extend right leg, arms up. Exhale, bend. One more time, just like that. Big breath in. Big exhale. Drop into your warrior two. Hold and breathe. Okay, if you need a break, you can lift your hips. If you're feeling pretty good, I want you to drop your hips, but be sure that the right knee doesn't pass up its foot. It needs to stay behind its foot. Breathe. Let the legs get warm for one more big breath in. And then we're gonna let it go. Exhale here. Drop the hands under your shoulders, inside that right foot. The back heel is coming up. That's the left heel. And with your inhale, right leg up and out behind you, three-leg dog. Exhale, right foot to the floor, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna do the other side. You ready? Same thing. Inhale here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale here, left knee forward. Hover the left knee by your left elbow. Inhale, left leg up and out behind, three-leg dog. Exhale, left foot down between your hands, just like we did before. Inhaling here, find your crescent lunge. Okay, keep the legs nice and strong. And as you exhale, drop the right heel, open your arms out to the right now. Warrior two on the other side. I'll spin around to face you again. So warriors, get the legs strong, pushing down, strong pulling in toward each other. And we'll start to move here. Inhaling, straight the left leg, arms up. Exhaling, drop deeply into that warrior posture. Fierce and gentle. Two more. Inhale, bring it up. Watch the left knee, make sure it tracks over the toes. One more. Big breath in. Big exhale. Nice. Hold here in warrior and breathe. Make your neck a little longer. Drop a little lower if you can. Make sure the left knee is just right, guys. It's not past the ankle. It's not pointing inward toward the right. One more big breath in. And we're letting it go. Exhale, all hands down inside that left foot. The right heel is up now. Inhaling, let's get the left leg up and out behind, three-leg dog. Exhale, drop the left foot next to the right. Back in downward facing dog. Whew, take a few breaths here. Push the floor away with your hands and your feet. Feel the length in your torso and your spine. All right, we're gonna go back to building the ladder flow here. We're adding something else now. Ready? Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, hover. Inhale, right leg up, three-leg dog. Exhale, right foot forward to lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Strong legs, exhale, warrior two. Now check it out, okay? Pause, I'm gonna spin around to face you. So from your warrior two, we're gonna flow a little bit. So with your inhale, swim your left hand down your left leg, sweep that right arm up and over, exalted warrior. With your exhale, I want you to reach all your hands to the right. Let's do that again. Inhale, exalted warrior. Swim the left hand down the left leg, right arm up. Exhale, all hands reach to the right. One more time. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, all hands to the right. Hold and breathe. So if this is too much and you need a break, you can drop the right elbow to the right knee, okay? Absolutely fine to take that break. If you're feeling pretty good, okay, reaching the hands out to the right, hold and breathe. Continue to push the floor, pull your legs inward. Now, if you're looking to find some mobility in your hip and you want to play around, you can take the right fingers to the floor inside the right foot. And if that feels pretty open and spacious, you can drop your right shoulder towards your right knee. And I have a funky bind for you. If you reach your right arm under your right leg, you can send your left arm behind your back to find your right, okay? It doesn't matter if it works today. Maybe you try it today. Maybe you try it another day. But wherever you are, take one more big breath with a smile on your face. And then as you let it go, drop your hands under your shoulders. Pop up that left heel. Inhale, right leg up and out behind. And exhale, drop the right foot next to the left. Downward facing dog. All right, beautiful people, we're going to do all that on the left side. Without further ado, here we go. Inhaling, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hover. Inhale, left leg up behind. Exhale, left foot forward, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, strong legs as you come up. Exhale, warrior two. Now pause in your warrior two, facing out to the right. We're gonna start to flow, okay? You can call this kind of a dancing warrior mini flow. So want your strong legs pushing down, pulling together. Here we go. With your inhale, exalted warrior, we have the right hand sliding down the right leg, the left arm up. And exhale, all hands reaching to the left. Let's do it two more times. Inhaling, exalted warrior. Exhaling, all hands to the left. One more, big breath in. And big exhale. And hold and breathe. Now remember, your gentle option is left elbow to left knee. Okay, spicy option is all hands in the air reaching to the left. Once you've taken a few breaths here, if you feel like that left hip is really softening, especially, you can take left fingers to the floor inside the left foot. Okay, if that's nice and easy, you can take the left shoulder to the left knee, left arm under your left leg, right hand behind your back, and breathe wherever you are. Smile, drop into that left hip. Okay, no matter where you are, it's perfect if you can breathe and you're still having a good time. One more big breath here. And let it go. All hands down under your shoulders, right heel up. Inhaling, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot down, downward facing dog. Take a few more breaths here, yogis. Take your time. Walk out your heels. Okay, notice the backs of the legs. Chances are you're feeling some great spaciousness in your legs, your shoulders. Now we have one more posture that I want to add on, and then we'll say goodbye to the ladder flow, okay? Here goes, my friends. Everything the same, and then we're adding on. So inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hover. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, lunge. Strong legs. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, left heel down, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior, left hand on the left leg, right arm up. Exhale, all hands reach to the right and pause here. I'll spin around and face you again. So remember, the gentle option is you're just gonna take that right elbow to the right knee, okay? But I want you to put a really nice bend in your right knee and put the fingers on the floor, just around the front of your right foot. We're gonna step the left foot closer in, okay? And then as you're ready, you're gonna launch that left leg up into the air, okay? Half moon. So the hips and shoulders are going to be stacked here, okay? And you can always put two hands down if you need to. But maybe that left hand goes to the left hip as you stack the left hip on top of the right and stack the left shoulder on top of the right and breathe. We want a strong left leg in the air and we can bend the right knee if we need to. Breathe. Your challenge here might just be getting up into the half moon, okay? You can always bring two hands down or bend the right knee. But if you're feeling pretty good, your challenge will be to lift the right fingers up off the floor and keep the left leg just about parallel with the floor. Strong right leg. One more breath here in your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And with your exhale, all hands down, bend that right knee and send the left toes toward the back of your space again. So you're back in a lunge. And from here, three-leg dog. So inhale, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right foot down. Downward facing dog. All right, are we ready to do that on the other side? Here we go. Inhaling, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow, hover. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, lunge. Strong legs, inhale for your crescent lunge. Exhale, right heel down, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior, right hand slides down, left hand reaches up. Exhale, all hands reach to the left and pause here. Breathe. So option, okay, to just rest with that left elbow on the left knee for a while. If you're feeling pretty good, get those left fingers on the floor in front of your left foot. You're gonna wanna step the right foot a little closer, okay? You can use the right hand if you like on the right hip. Walk those left fingers out. And as you're ready, launch that right leg up into the air. Half moon, okay? Two hands down is great. Bending the left knee is good too. Do what you have to do. But strong in the right leg, okay? Strong, it's like a bolt of lightning. Okay, maybe your challenge is just being here. Maybe you want to lift those left fingertips and hover them off the floor. Breathe. So while you're here, the left leg is working. Okay, all the little stabilizer muscles. You've got some core engagement as you hold that right leg in the air. One more big breath here in half moon. With your exhale, all hands down, right toes to the floor. We're back in a lunge. So three-leg dog on your inhale, left leg up and out behind. And exhale, left foot down, back in downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Shake it off. This will be our last downward facing dog of this practice. So notice any differences between the first one we did together and this one. Think of drawing the elbows inward toward each other so that the neck can grow long and soft. Think of drawing the kneecaps up towards your hips so that your heels can drop down really nicely. Right, as you're ready here, see if you can tiptoe all the way to your hands. Go ahead and tiptoe as long as you can. And then drop your heels, bend your knees, and drape your upper body over your legs. Great work, yogis. We built a really great flow and feeling some nice mobility, strength in the legs. From here, just bend your knees until you can come to a seat. Come on down. You can lean back and shake out your legs here. Okay, and because we did so much great work in the legs, I think this would be a great time for us to get some good stretchiness going on in your hips and your legs. So sit up nice and tall here and take your legs out in front of you. If it's ever hard to sit up tall with your legs straight, don't worry. You can pick your knees up a little bit. Bending your knees should give you more freedom to sit up comfortably, okay, at ease. So from here, you're going to bend your right knee. Bring that right foot in and then cross it to the other side of your left leg. And put your knees very close and your thighs very close. So I'll show you what that looks like from the front. Okay, so we can call this a half cow face pose, okay, Ardha Gomukhasana. And if this is quite enough for your hips and maybe your low back, maybe your left hamstring, then you'll stay right here. Okay, this is enough. If you don't really feel a whole lot of release and you'd like to, then you'll rock over onto your left hip a little bit, bend the left knee, and tuck the left foot in by your right hip. Okay, and then just take a little time putting your knees close together so that you're sitting between your feet. Okay, your feet are on opposite sides of your hips. Okay, I like to actually pick my hips up and just sit down between the feet. So take your time. And then, so you want to make sure that you're really nice and heavy in the right hip, okay? So especially heavy in that right hip. And from here, we're just going to be in this posture. So either you have the full Gomukhasana with both legs bent or just the half. Wherever you are is perfect. We're going to take some time. So here's where we get to really enjoy some yoga magic, where we just exert the minimum amount of effort and we let time and the posture do the rest. So if sitting here is enough, that's all you need to do. Close your eyes and just be. If you'd like a little more, what you'll start to do is you'll start to activate your legs against the ground. So pretend that you're trying to push the floor away from you, and you'll move your legs as if to push the floor away. Again, it doesn't have to be all of your strength. 5 to 10% of your strength could be super effective. Sometimes less is more. As you press your legs into the floor, you might feel like you want to start to fold your upper body and just drape it over your legs. And then you should, if that feels instinctively good. Okay, don't feel like there's any sort of pressure to fold, however. Continue to press the legs into the floor, push the floor away from you. Okay, and notice what's going on in the hips and the low back. And even though you're rounding your upper body, okay, it's going to round, do your best to keep a sense that it could still stay long as it rounds. Maybe come down to your elbows. Maybe hang your head. But But keep your neck long, okay? Take a few more breaths here. The longer we stay here, the more we can release into the hips, legs, back. As you're ready, start to walk yourself back, up, and out of this. Take your time. You can lean back on your hands and extend both legs again. So legs out long, maybe shake them out. And let's just do the other side. So now you'll have your right leg starting out as the long leg, and the left knee will bend. And you could take that left foot over by your right hip so that your knees are close and your thighs are close. And so you're just sitting next to your left foot. So this might be enough. And from here, you can do all the same things that we do in the full cow face, but it's more gentle. Okay, so feel free to stay here, or feel free to take the full posture by bending the right knee so that your right foot is close to your left hip. And then I like to get up a few times and really make the knees close and sit down between the feet. So make sure that left glute is on the floor. It's going to try really hard to stay up. So you've got to be on top of it. And then just take a little time being here, settling in. Right, give your brain and your body a chance to figure out what you're doing. And then if you like, you can move more deeply into it by resisting the floor with your legs. So push the floor away. Remember, little goes a long way. And maybe you start to lengthen your heart forward. Think of moving your heart past your knees. You can close your eyes here. Just allow gravity to kind of pull you down, but resist the floor with those legs. That's going to give you the release in the hips and the low back, the legs. Remember to keep your neck long, always reaching that heart past your knees. Notice if your glutes feel this, your outer hip. This can be a really intense stretch. It can also be a really releasing stretch. So it's going to be different every day. So it's always good to just breathe with whatever comes up and don't go too far if it feels bad. Take your last breath here, yogis. And start to walk yourself back up out of this. Go ahead and lean back on your hands, kick your legs out, shake them out. And then you can make your way all the way down to your back again. Go ahead and lay down. And with your cactus arms back on the floor, go ahead and start to Press your upper body gently into the floor and get your legs up. Just circle your ankles out here. Circles. And then we'll do some figure eights. Just a little bit of ankle care, okay? Remember to reverse your circles and figure eights. And then let's bend those knees and drop them to the right. Okay, just let them fall. As you drop them to the right, go ahead and look to the left. And we'll take a little time just breathing in this twist, that's all. Inhale for your big chest to lift open toward the ceiling in your twist. And with your exhales, you're pulling the belly button into your spine. Inhale, big chest. Exhale, belly button to spine. Remember to have a long spine. Twists are great for recalibrating your whole spine. Okay, you're giving your organs a massage, so detoxification. Also, we're cooling your body down. Maybe you notice your breath rate coming down, your heart rate going down. As you're ready, friends, bring that twist through center and then drop your knees to the left. Same idea. Look away from them, over to the right. And breathe. As you inhale, think of lifting your chest upward. As you exhale, wrap your belly muscles inward. One more breath here. And then bring the legs back in. Go ahead and extend them nice and long on the mat. Extend your arms down by your hips. And just rest now. Okay, you've made it to your resting posture, Shavasana. Allow yourself to let go here. So in the opposite manner that we began this practice where we kind of harnessed the breath and we intentionally lengthened it and deepened it, let's do the opposite now and release all control over the breath. Let it run wild and free. Just the natural, involuntary breath that your body already knows how to do. And then the same thing with your body. Release any effort in your body, any tension, any sense of doing or undoing. Let your body just be. Give yourself some time just to exist. Noticing in particular detail everything that is happening right now, okay, in this moment. Your breathing, sensations in your body. Notice the clock ticking, cars passing, people around you. This is where I'll leave you for our practice today, friends. Thanks so much for practicing with me.